How are we going? As we slide into a workday ad, fucking exhausting. The finance and HR system. Would you bloody believe it? Oh. Can I view the chat stream manager? Chat? Oh, here we go. There's the chat. There it goes. G'day everyone. How you going? Now, those of you with a sharper eye will have noticed that I've been abandoned by Clement Novalak for greener pastures. It's a continuing theme. And I'm actually having to do this now on my phone as opposed to the laptop, so I can't really dial anyone in. So you're locked in with an hour of me and my brain. So if you don't want no further partner, now's your time. But you join me for the F1 sprint where we expect Max Verstappen to be crowned as a 3-time world champion. Hang on. Have I turned my Wi-Fi on? Yeah, Wi-Fi's on. Saw some reports being a bit glitchy. Should I wear my glasses? Oh, Al, can you pass me a jacket? Thanks. Can't actually see much. Dun, 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 dun. That's better. Right, I can read now. Yeah, g'day everyone. G'day everyone. Oh yeah, there's new TikTok stuff. So there's badges and shit. Yeah, Clem's worked some magic actually. He's actually finally done something. Yeah, everything looks really different now. Hopefully you guys like it. We're now Twitch affiliates or something, which means that you guys get some shit, which is cool. Yeah, there's a dancing dinosaur in the chat already. That's new and we love to see it. Means you can have emotes. I've got no idea what an emote is, but if you guys like them, then power to you, and keep up with it if it's good for us. Good on you, your backbones. Wow. Can Lando win? A good question. Yeah, probably. I reckon. If Lando gets Oscar off the line, and then Oscar is rear gunner to see how long he can potentially hold off Verstappen, but I mean, more foolish things have been said than that before. Yeah, I think Lando could win. Does this count as a race win? Because it's not really, is it? It's more of a showcase, but yeah, how good. Getting lots of subscribers, which is great, and at tier 1, which, yeah, good on you. I don't know what that means, but good on you. All right, so from 8th up, it's Perez with another absolute humdinger of a qualifying, P8, next to Hot Dad Hulk, P7. Then it's going to be the sad club of Charles Leclerc and Carlos Sainz off 6th and 5th respectively. That was quite a mouthful actually. What do we got next? Then we got George Russell, the Milky Bar kid, as Rocket Powered Mohawk calls him, alongside soon-to-be 3-time world champion Max Verstappen. And then you've got the McLaren kids on the front row, P1, Oscar Piastri and Lando Norris. Here we go. Up the Piastri. Oh, apparently we get paid if you guys are doing the subscribers and stuff. So thanks for that. Appreciate it. Back parts. So Verstappen needs to outscore Perez by 3 points to win the championship. I think I could win the championship. If you put me in Max's boots now, I'd need a couple of tests, don't get me wrong, but I actually think I could beat Perez today. In the championship. I think I could outscore him by 3 points. Because you just need to wait for him to fuck things up. It's that simple. George Russell, on the soft tyre, both McLarens look to be starting on the medium. That could be very relevant as we get down in towards T1. What's Max starting on? Looks to be the mediums also. So Love Muscle Russell's just really slapped it down by selecting the soft tyre, because they're all talking about degradation and all that shit too. This is going to be interesting. I'm actually really looking forward to this one. Okay, here we go. So it's going to be Piastri, Norris, Verstappen on the mediums, then Russell, Sainz, Leclerc soft, Hülkenberg on the medium, and Perez on the medium at 8th. Soft, 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 Alonso, and then the 2 Alpines. And then pretty much everyone else is on the mediums. Yes, sorry, if you're trying to sync up, formation lap is just starting. We're watching Logan Sargent peel away from the grid now. Now on an onboard shot of Max Verstappen, we're looking at him in the eyes as he's warming the tyres up, giving it one of those. Again, if you are just joining us, yes, I have been abandoned by my 2 co-hosts once again, so apologies for that. But racing drivers, eh? What are you going to do? Where's Clem? He's signing some documents to do with some kind of Tunisian shell company or something like that. There's some very highbrow shit going on that I've got. I don't think I'm in the inner circle of knowing about. Quite possibly an Illuminati meeting. We don't know. As we get another good look at Fred Vasseur's bald spot on the pit wall there. How many years are Ferrari years? You know, like dog years are quicker than human years, you know. Like if you're working for Ferrari, like how aggressively does that age you in retrospect of other careers and teams up and down the grid perhaps? Maybe we need to start looking at that and be like, he's, you know, Fred's 40. Yeah, but he's 40. So in like Ferrari years, that's like 68, you know. Apparently the stream's real glitchy and shit, so sorry about that, but I've not got the know-how or resources to make any amendments there, I'm afraid. So we'll have to hope for better tomorrow. Clem should be back with the laptop tomorrow, but then again, you know, it's Clem. Alright, so Oscar's lined up, he's in neutral, we're on board him now, trying to sync you up as best as I can here, folks. Looking at the rear of the grid now. Last 2 cars about to take up their grid spots. They're taking their sweet fucking time. And there we go. Full grid. Green flag flies. And the lights have failed. No, there we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 lights. And off we go. And it's a horrendous start from Lando Norris. And a great launch from George Russell, who's straight down the inside. But it looks like Piastri might be clear. Norris has been absolutely shuffled. Verstappen not with a great one either. One of the Aston Martins looking frisky. Thinks better of it. And probably better for so. So Russell's already... Oh, fuck me. One of the Alpha Tauris had a big off in the background there. Ocon's gone around one of the Haas drivers. So the guys who started on the softs really looking quick early on. Hopefully we'll find out who that AlphaTauri was. We all obviously know who. We hope it wasn't. But you never know. And it was Lawson. Fuck it. Man, these soft tyres are really rapid. Lawson's been pumped. Hopefully we'll get a replay of that. But you hate to see it. But it's only the sprint race, folks. It's only the sprint race. And it's a safety car. It's going to be a full-blown Aston Martin safety car on lap 1 of 19 here. So we get a chance to catch our breaths here temporarily. And this is going to help the soft tyre runners. Any safety cars they can get, it's really going to help them out with tyre longevity. Yeah, you hate to see that. But oh well. There's somebody called Hype Train who's making some big moves. So thanks, Hype Train. The Backbone Express. So here's Lawson's start. We're going to get a replay. Shoddy off the line. He won't be pleased with that. But he'll be even more unpleased with what's about to unfold, I suspect. Good move down the inside of that Sauber. Yep, nice and clean. Gets both Saubers. And then he just gets... Does he just get it crossed up, or did he have help there? Yeah, you don't want to be doing that. Yeah, Verstappen getting really shuffled there off the start. Slides up the inside of Norris with a beautiful move, though, actually, has to be said. Safety car in at the end of this lap, we're being told. Perez. Nice start from Perez, actually. I think, kind of. Yeah, Alonso backs out of that one at the right time. Jesus Christ, that could have been real ugly. Where's my Fanta? Oh, it's almost finished. All right. So we're going to get to see a restart here from Oscar Piastri. And he goes quite early. Doesn't seem to have caught Russell too napping there. So the struggle for Piastri for these first few laps here now is going to be that he's got 1, 2, 3 guys right behind him on the softs. So he's got absolutely fuck all support. Like a cheap bra behind Oscar Piastri. And here's, speak of the cheap bras, Norris under pressure from Fernando Alonso. I've got absolutely no idea what I mean by that, by the way, before anyone asks. Fuck, Norris is really having a shitter of a start here. Dust flying everywhere. Fernando Alonso still nicking about his toes. Seems to have held him off for now. George Russell's put a move on Piastri for the lead. Slides through with a rude move. But he's going to just want to keep a cool head here. The young Australian. The tyre degradation game could come to him. He can't lower his chin, so to speak. But fuck me, those soft tyres are looking mint. And he's just thrown it down the inside. That was like a karting move. Bit of self-fluffing there on the radio from George Russell, but we'll let it slide. It was a good move. Oh, and Sargent's thrown it off. It's gone from bad to worse for the two Carlin teammates from 2021 here on the opening laps of the bloody, what do you call it? Bahrain? No, Qatar sprint race. Same. So, yeah. Not gone well for our mates at the start. I'll put it that way. Piastri's still gone good, though. And Lando's had a shocker. There's no disguising that. Where else can I look to be positive? I mean, for all the Russell Sprouts out there, I mean, good to see your boy leading the way, I guess. And another safety car that's going to help his tyre situation. So, sitting pretty if you're a George Russell fan. Or, as we refer to them, Russell Sprout. All right, so we've got Russell, Piastri, Sainz, Leclerc, Verstappen, who's looking very good to outscore Perez by 3 points, who currently runs in P11. Yep, a good point there being made. At least Logan hasn't written the car off. It was one of his softer crashes. So we'll always have that, you know. What are you guys up to? I mean, well, we've got another safety car. Any burning questions? Anything you'd like to know that's potentially happening behind the curtain? Let me have it. When's the next pod? When's David Malukas coming on the pod? I'd like to have David Malukas coming on the pod. Yeah, maybe we could sort something out between now and... So Marcus gets to the UK sometime in November. So we'll definitely be filming some stuff in November. As long as he's allowed to. Then you can get some more pods. I need to follow up somebody about the merch, but we're hoping that is actually going to be on target for pre-Christmas. Anything else you'd like to know? What is Marcus doing? What is Marcus doing at the moment? He's probably watching this. Is that a whoop? It is a whoop. I like my whoop. I mostly enjoy analysing my sleep. That I get the biggest kick out of. And I've recently started exercising again, which I'm still not convinced about, but, you know, it is what it is. What's the best way to get insurance? Oh, I've heard... there's another question. Is the side pod coming back? I've heard there was meant to be one filmed this week. I don't know if it went ahead, but I heard there was meant to be one filmed this week. How hard is it to get into insurance? It's not difficult to get into insurance. You need to be born into the right family and have the right person offer you a job, even though you're underqualified in pretty much every way possible. Very straightforward. Any other questions? Can you add stream elements for the mods, please? Sure. When Clem gets back, stream elements for the mods. I'm going to write that down. Where's the pen and paper? Oh, fuck. My Fanta! Oh, no, it's fine. Stream elements for mods. Question mark. Underline. There you go. Still on the safety car with only 13 laps to go. until the inevitable happens. So that's probably a little bit too laid back for professional broadcasting. James, there you go. Yeah. If you need help, Emma knows how to set it up. Emma, if you could send me a message telling me how to set it up, that'd be fantastic. Thank you very much. What IndyCar race are you most excited for next year? 500. If you're an IndyCar fan, there's really no other answer to that question. If you're a true blue backbone IndyCar fan, there is no other answer to that question other than the 500. That is the race you should be most excited about. Even if you're going to all of them except the Indy 500, you should still be most excited about the Indy 500. Am I going to Le Mans next year? I hope so. Am I going to the Indy 500 next year? Absolutely 1,000,000%. I cannot wait for the Indy 500. I'm also here's the races that I intend to tick off next year as far as IndyCar is concerned. Long Beach, Indy 500, and Nashville. That's that. It's not as long a list as I was expecting it to be, actually, having reading it out loud. But I actually would have loved to have gone to Texas if they're going there, but they're not, which is fine. But I am absolutely fizzing my dick off for the Indy 500 next year. It's going to be the coolest thing ever. And Nashville is going to be really fun because it's the last race of the year. It's going to be a little bit cooler this time. It's way too fucking hot to do it in August. Or July, that might have even been. Fuck me. Yeah, Nashville's going to be cool. That's a great restart from George Russell. Bugger me, that's a great restart from George Russell. He's got to have a second on him already. Fuck me, I mean, do you know what? I wouldn't have thought the medium tyre in a sprint race would be the strategy that fucks it, but it looks like... Oh, and that's well held by Piastri there at turn 1. I would have thought the Ferrari with the soft tyre could have just driven all the way around the outside of him there, but no siree, Bob, says Oscar Piastri, who I really hope can really find something in this race. I mean, nothing against George Russell at all. I like the guy. Even if he is looking more and more like Ellen DeGeneres. But hey, so am I. I'd love to see Piastri get on the top step. That'd be fucking grouse. And I actually, do you know what? I'm a Verstappen fan. I'm a massive Verstappen fan. But I quite like it when the world champion isn't on the podium, and they can just go straight to the fucking team, you know. A lot of people see with some travel plans there. Yeah, Indy 500 next year is going to be sick. Cannot wait. Anyway, Sainz is again all over the arse of Oscar Piastri. Now it's going to be... So it's 1.3 seconds the gap from Piastri to Russell. Last time I looked it was 1.4 about 10-15 seconds ago. So are those softs already starting to struggle? It could be. You know what? I think he could be on here. I'm pretty sure all is not lost for Piastriites. Piastriites? Having a look at the chat there, so yeah, just a few more travel plans going on. Alright, so here's Max Verstappen. An unfamiliar territory of P5. So he also on the medium tyre. So that probably tells it Max Verstappen struggling Probably tells you everything you need to know about the medium tyre and how shit it is right now. But here he looks like he's looking menacing here on Leclerc. The DRS fires open, sparks down the straight of plenty, and to the inside and around goes Max Verstappen on his way to P4 and another world championship as Piastri now gets the fastest lap of the race. 1 second the gap there now. He's pulled in 3 on this lap already. It's hotting up, folks. Oscar, yes, Maris, GTFC. Oscar is indeed cooking. And here come the mediums. 1.5 seconds now, though, the gap out in front. So it is accordioning a little bit. Perhaps Russell saw that fastest lap and thought, shit, I better pull my finger out of my ass. James, will you be going to London for the FE race next year? It's way too soon to be able to tell you that, I'm afraid. And Verstappen's already all over the arse of Sainz. The Ferraris, yeah, they're on struggle street. The issue I have with this racetrack is that every single corner looks exactly the same, and I've really got no idea what's going on as I look at it. All right, so Verstappen, it's 2 and 2 laps as far as Ferraris are concerned. And next up is Oscar Piastri, though he's going to have to fight him on the same tyre. And Piastri, if he's going to win this race, you've got to say he's going to have to close up to George Russell fucking ASAP. Because he's going to need some pillow between him and Max Verstappen, who's on an absolute charge right now. Soft tyres, yeah, I mean, how quickly they're going off now, even with the 2 early safety cars, really just tells you how brave / stupid that call was. And Perez has made absolutely fuck all progress through the field. He's up to 10th. He's down to 10th. He started 8th. Oh, and Piastri, he's on him. Blink and you'll miss it, folks. I mean, I did. He's all over the arse of George Russell. I think this might be quite straightforward here, folks. We see the DRS fire open now down the back of the straight. Yeah, this is candy and babies spring to mind as we see Oscar Piastri fly by the Mercedes and off into the night. And around the outside, around the outside, around the outside goes Lando Norris of his good mate Charles Leclerc. He takes P5. Sainz up next, you've got to think. Oh, and there's some massive debauchery. And it's Perez. Who else? And Nico Hülkenberg. And this is interesting. Is it? It's Max Verstappen's officially the world champion. And they reckon Ocon's out as well? Yep. So something's gone massively awry here. I think we can draw that conclusion. Another conclusion we can draw, as Perez is now out of the car, that is Max Verstappen, 3-time in a row world champion. Doth of the cap to you, sir. Do they tell Max Verstappen he's now world champion? Well, if he's got a fucking pair of eyes under the safety car, I'm pretty sure they're not going to even need to bother. But, sure. I mean, sure. It would be a weird vibe having suffered a DNF, as we're seeing on our television screens now, whilst having that image also have Horner over the radio going, Max Verstappen, you are world champion! Because it'd just be weird, you know? Wait till the checkers. Wait till the check, because anything can happen, you know. Well, I mean, even if something does happen, he's still good. All right, so we did get a replay, but I've only just caught the tail end of it here. So what's gone? What's been all fucked up? Here we go. So Ocon's gone for a massive move down the inside, gone a little bit wide. Hulkenberg's tried to back out as they went 3 wide. All right. So okay, that's quite bad behaviour from Ocon at the start of the lap, moving under the braking. Okay, all right. Then they all come together. Then Hulkenberg looks to back out. Ocon's fault, I think. And I'm not just saying that to be funny. But although I suppose there's no way Ocon would have known that Perez was on the outside. So he was going to squeeze Hulkenberg as much as he possibly could, not knowing that the Red Bull was there. So probably just moved over too much. Hulkenberg's backed out of it going, oh, fuck, he's not going to give me the space here. But he's, you know, quarter of a second too late on it, and everyone makes contact. So I'm going to put that down to a racing incident, actually. It looks like Ocon's been a bit of a twerp on the surface, potentially. But I'm putting that one down to a racing incident, to be perfectly fair. I disagree with IG2505, who says Hulkenberg stuck it where he didn't need to be. He was actually already there. On the exit of the corner, he was the guy who was level pegging. And then when he realised that he had another on the outside, he tried to get out of it. I don't think he went anywhere. I don't think he was trying to stick his nose. Soft tyres are done, according to George. Max better not win this. No, to be fair, I'm with you on that one. I want Oscar to win, but shit, it doesn't look likely, does it? Although, the longer this safety car lasts, right, Verstappen still needs to get past Russell. So if Piastri makes a really, really decent restart, and it takes Verstappen, I don't know, a lap maybe to get past Russell. I don't think it will. But if it takes him a lap to get past Russell, and we restart on like lap, this looks like it's going to take a while. Lap 15, 16, Oscar's in with half a shout at holding on to it. But if this thing gets going any later than lap 16, I think we can think that Piastri's going to win. I don't think we can call it. I think we can believe to think that he might win if it goes to lap 17. Max Verstappen talking about how he's going to win the race and Red Bull absolutely shitting themselves. Jesus Christ. 406 to 223. That's fucked. I reckon, to be honest, Verstappen should just take an early summer break or an early winter break and give Liam the keys for the last few races, you know. See how you get up. Just like claim he's got COVID every week. Just be like, oh, he's got COVID again, and everyone's going to be like, you're fucking lying. But then Team LH will be like, yeah, but look, you know, that's a real interesting one. How would Team LH react to Red Bull falsifying COVID tests, which meant that Max Verstappen couldn't be on the grid? Because that's a real catch-22 for those folks, I reckon. Because, like, yeah, Red Bull's lying and cheating the system, but they also don't have their arch nemesis competing in the race. And we get to see some nice young talent from the Red Bull pool. That'd be interesting. Hamilton's loved that, speak of the devil. Not the devil, I'm not calling him the devil. It's right. You get it. It's an expression. Lap 14 of 19. Still under safety car, of course, because we've got a little bit of a mess to clean up here. Karun Chanda potentially talking about going green at the end of this lap. He must be feeling unwell. Get it? We're having fun. And we are going to go green at the end of this lap. Perez. I mean, yeah, I just don't think there's anything left to say. Is there? On Perez, like, it just hasn't worked. It's not his fault. It's not because he's a bad guy. It's not even because he's a bad driver. Like, you just unlucky. You just, anyone in that seat, you're going against the best there's ever been. In my not so humble opinion. Like, if you're ready to sleep in it, go make your bed. But man, for me, fuck that, you know? And you're talking to a lifetime underachiever here, bear in mind. But if that's the standard you're going to go up against, fuck that job. Like, I salute you, Sergio Perez, from one disappointment to another. Here we go. Piastri gets things back underway. We're green flag racing here once again. When he crosses the stripe, it will be 5 to go, I believe. So Russell's actually had quite a good restart here, which could even help Piastri in a strange little way. And Norris round the outside of Charles Leclerc once again. Feel like he already got that. No, doesn't get the job done. They're playing all sorts of games here around now over 4th, 5th, and 6th. 4th, 5th, and 6th. That was a mispronunciation, and I apologise. Gasly's got by Hamilton. Are the soft tyres reinvigorated? And again, you like the timing for Piastri. You like the way this looks. Sky commentators now just making exactly the same point as I did. So that's, you know you're doing something wrong if that's happening. Hamilton, now that he's switched those tyres on, is looking to get back past Gasly for the P8 position. Will they pay points down to P8 in the sprint race? I'm not too sure. Leclerc got Norris back at the restart. So what's he done here? He's double dipped in the slipstream, thrown it to the inside, and he's got a helping hand from Sainz there, who's run wide in the second phase of the corner on purpose. And here comes Verstappen on Russell. Excuse me. And he's down the inside through at T1. 4 to go. 2.5 the gap to Oscar Piastri. 2.6 now. Here we go. This is a real shootout. This is a real pace for pace. A real slug match. A real Grand Slam heavyweight championship. We're going to see pound for pound how quick these cars are. Because I think we got 2 of the best operators in the business behind the wheel on exactly the same tyre. 3 more laps. Let's go. Let's have it. Pants down, boys. Who's got the biggest? And Norris still struggling behind those Ferraris. In that horrendous looking McLaren this year. It's not orange. It isn't orange. The orange on that McLaren is the livery equivalent of a push-up bra. It's accentuating some places so it looks better from a distance. But once you get up close, it's just, there's nothing there. It's all just carbon. Anyway. And he's just in that DRS train now. Or is he going to throw it to the inside? Leclerc covers. Mate, I think that was the wrong move because he gave away the slipstream that he was getting from Sainz. Oh! Lando gets greedy to the inside and almost has a massive moment. Thinks better of it. And this is almost like a Maggots and Beckett's kind of situation. Swings around the outside of his former teammate and he's on his way back to P4. That was great stuff. 2.1 seconds the margin between Piastri and Verstappen now. Maybe the young man from Melbourne can do it. The young Melbourne. And Hamilton back past Gasly again. Those two having a real door-to-door. Oh, and Gasly's just fucked it into a hairpin. Sprint races remind me of karting races, which I really like. We're actually talking about potentially doing, actually we will do it at one point, a proper commentary on like a WSK proper European karting event. Because that is the best racecraft there actually is. And it is the most exciting racing you can watch that's affiliated with the FIA. So we're gonna try and get you guys into that because it's fantastic. And the two old goats going at it down into one over P7, and it looks like Hamilton's going to have that tucked away as the Ferraris begin to have their civil war. Leclerc's launched a move that I think is going to bite him on the arse on the exit of the corner with Hamilton all over the back end. And again, he covers that inside. Holds position though, where we saw Norris swing around the outside here last lap around, I believe. Hamilton, he's still right up there. And oh my goodness gracious me, they're all over the road! Leclerc firing it to the inside on defence. Sainz swinging around his lines a little bit on the exit of the road. Hamilton now running over where no one has before. You see the dust fly as they go through the S's. He's still behind Leclerc. Still behind Leclerc. And the gap is still 2.1 between Piastri and Verstappen. This is massive dick energy from Oscar Piastri. And I absolutely love it. Don't read into that. Come on, we're older than that. And it's still Hamilton knocking on the back door of Fiorano as he's got a great run on the straight now. He's got to get this move done. Charles Leclerc, will he defend? The cameraman changes the angle. It's Norris versus Russell. And Norris gets the better of him. Final place on the podium. 2 seconds the gap to Piastri on the last lap. And Hamilton's got one of the Ferraris. He has got one of the Ferraris, the battle that we cut away from. Is he going to have another? Fuck that guy. Here's Oscar Piastri on your TV screens, ladies and gents. The sprint race leader, as he's soon to be a sprint race winner. The young Melbourne. Is he the first rookie to win for McLaren since Lewis Hamilton? Believe he might be. And we're going to have double history here, folks. It's going to be Oscar Piastri's very first win. And it's going to be Max Verstappen's very third World Championship. Congratulations to both of them. Bloody good guys, and you love to see good guys getting good results. Speaking of which, Lando Norris crosses the line in P3. George Russell crosses the line in P4. And Hamilton rounds out the top 5. That was actually pretty good. That was quite a good race. Max Verstappen, 3 times a world champion. Thrice a world champion, you could even say. So yeah, bloody good. Good on him. Somebody Somebody give Fiat a ring. Just check in on him, If, it's time that he's going to need his friends and family. Not where he hasn't got, 1/3 of his family, but he's going to need his friends around him this weekend. So our thoughts with Danny Kvyat as we see Max Verstappen take not only his family, but a third world championship on the bounce for the young man from the Netherlands. This is a very different setting. When Max won his first world championship, I remember where I was. I was watching the race on my phone. I was actually in Maranello. I was at the Ferrari factory, just being a tourist. Watched the race on the phone, and there was this random Italian couple who were also rooting for Max, and we were just rolling around on the floor together in ecstasy. That was a nice memory. And care kaha to those strangers if you're watching anywhere. Hearing from Piastri here now. Fuck, he's a backbone. Just a cool customer. You've just won your first race, son. He's giving me the same reaction as if I was asking him to make me a cup of tea. Yeah, mate. Whole milk or semi? Yeah, okay, cool. Yeah, no, right. You've won a fucking Formula 1 race, mate. Give it some gas. All right, well, I think we can leave it there, folks. I mean, look, there's going to be a whole bunch of wanking around with the World Championship, all that kind of stuff, and fair enough, too. It's important. So I'll probably leave it there. Shout out to all the backbones in the chat. Shout out to all the subscribe train stuff. That was new and exciting. Have a great Saturday night, folks. Hope you're going out and getting steamed, or staying home and being responsible. Either way, you're a backbone to me. Kia kaha.